yesterday in the evening, I sat down. I went to check out some textures for the lizards and the Khajiit, the Argonians and the Khajiit textures. I checked them out and they were pretty good, but for my purposes, I don't have a 4K TV and I'm just running the original Xbox, so I don't have the kind of high def setup that really would probably have shown those textures off really well. So while I could see a difference, it didn't look fantastically great to me, so I just decided to get rid of them. And as I was removing the last texture, my game crashed. And for a little while, I could not sign on to, I could not get Skyrim to run. And neither could I get Fallout 4 to run. Both of them gave me some little error message like something was wrong. So, I couldn't find anything wrong with any other games, so I went and I waited. I was going to play some XCOM. I started that up for a few minutes, but then I ended up helping my wife with something for a little while. I come back a couple hours later, and I could get back into Skyrim and Fallout 4. I don't know why both of them were giving me that little funky message as if I didn't own them. And I don't know why a crash would have caused that, so I don't know if maybe Bethesda had a blip, or if the Microsoft Store had a blip or what. Anyway, for whatever reason, I got back on and I looked at my mods and this is what I found. It totally wiped my mods. Now, it did not wipe the Fallout 4 mods. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe it's because I was actually in this game when whatever happened and it crashed. And I was deleting one of those mods, so maybe it just cleared everything. Maybe, I don't know what kind of glitch that would be, but that's what happened. I was deleting the last of those texture mods. There were 4 of them, and the game crashed, and then when I could get back in, that was empty. Now, I did check Fallout 4. I still have my mods there, but then again, the crash did not occur in that game, and I was not deleting anything in that game. So I think somehow I confused my system. It cleared all my mods. So I'm going to have to download all these again. I'm having some coffee. I'm going to have to download my mods and get them in the right order again. And I need to decide which mods I really want to keep. And if there's some I want to skip for now and maybe add them in later. There's certain mods that are very convenient, or there's something that I really want to keep them. I don't want to get rid of them. For example, we're going to look at my library and my favorites. Now, this circlet one, most of these in my favorites I'm probably going to keep because there's some core gameplay there that I like. The armored circlets, I'm going to keep that. So far, I've not had any trouble with it. I like having the armored circlets as well as the normal circlets. I'm going to have to reorder all of this, but for right now, I'm just going to try to get it downloaded. The Return to Skull Dolphin, I know I have it favorited. It does keep it available for you. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to download it, but not right now. Thor's Hammer, I'm definitely going to keep that. I really enjoy having that on Sif. And I still have all my saved games. It did not remove all my saved games. I guess that's a separate thing. So I got lucky there. Missives, I like that. And I like the Radiant quests I get from it. Is it very big? It's not very big. I will probably come back and keep that as well. This one I'll definitely keep. I consider this a core part of my game. I like to be able to enchant my stuff. I like this. I like to keep that delayed. The legendary weathers. I like this because there's no god rays and there's no lens flare. I think I've said that before. Lens flare really bothers me, and god rays just looks like you're creating haze on the screen. that appearance does happen in real life, so I'll give you that. I've never experienced lens flare in my eye, though. I mean, yes, it happens on camera lenses, but not in my eye. Maybe I'm just odd, but I don't remember that ever happening to me in my eye. Okay, so I will keep these because I like these. These are core things that I do not want to lose. The forest I do like. You know, I'm debating, since I have to redo all this, maybe I'll do something like Dark Ages. So I'm going to wait and see on that. I like the bridges of Skyrim. I don't know if that will change modern, since it depends on... What do you mean? What does it depend on? Oh, it depends on USSCP. That's fine. I'm going to download that. I consider this a core part of my game, even though it's silly. These spawn mods I like. Do I consider them a definite part of my game? I don't know. Some of this stuff is not as critical. I do like having those, but these are just 2 dungeons. This is what it says it is, but I may not need chaos hairdos, so I'm going to wait on that. I think I'm still going to need this and the skeleton for some of the armors I use. I'm still going to want this. I like this. Gives you a lot of different colors. It's kind of fun. I'll still use this makeover for Uthgard. I have not found any Uthgard makeover that I like better. The tailor's measure, I'll keep that because that sometimes helps me do things. Okay, the presets, these are my favorite presets, so I'll keep those. I'm debating if I really need the follower pack anymore. I usually get my followers from the immersive winches, and I can clone anybody I want and make them my follower with the cheat room, so I'm going to unfavorite this. It's still a great mod, but I'm just doing it because I don't really need it. I'm probably still going to keep this underwear. I'm thinking for a minute. The reason I do that is I don't like the other underwear I get with where's that? Does that show that body anywhere? Well, I was using Spartan Wolf's body. Anyway, I don't see it here now. And I don't like the purple and pink, or maybe it's supposed to be red underwear. But when I do this, I really change the body back to a Seraphim body. Maybe I should just go back to using Seraphim. But I liked his armor mod. Really good. The Seraphim armor mod is really good too. It's significantly bigger though. I'm just unsure about that. So we're going to wait on that. This set of armor I'm definitely going to keep because I really like this set of armor. This set of armor too, it's another absolute favorite. I will keep those two. The light blade shield, I'll keep that because I like to be able to create the light blade shield. It's a very tiny mod anyway, it doesn't hurt anything. The beauties of Skyrim and the vampires, I will keep that. I mean, there is another option. There's a smaller option I could use, but the last time I tried using it, it did not work very well. It left weird black textures in places. And it was down like in the groin area. It looked weird. I didn't understand why that was there. Anyway, so I don't use that. This, I love the moons I get out of this, so I'll keep that. You know, I really don't use free camera. I'm going to bypass it for now. It's available if I need it, which is great. Let's see. I will still use this. I will need the skeleton. If you have any animation, you have to have that. I'll need this, because I'll do some dungeons. Let's see. This needs USS EP2. That's fine. I'll be putting that, be downloading that when I get to it. Now this is Genesis. And I have definitely been using Genesis. I want amazing follower tweaks for sure. The 2 Genesis mods, I think I'm probably going to keep too, but I'm kind of just seeing how this goes. I will need call armies too, because I want the chicken. Oh, maybe I don't have to have the first call armies for this. I thought maybe this required the first call armies. Oh. Interesting. I'll definitely keep display enhancements. I'll definitely keep the Mighty Dragons. I still think this is a very fun dragon mod. You know, I'm going to keep this as a possibility. I like to at least have the option of using those armors if I want to. Severin Manor tweaks. It's very small and it doesn't do a lot. More light. Change the sound. Okay, I don't care about that. Add a satchel on the alchemy lab. Like it should have been there, yes. Okay, so I'm going to keep this because it makes several changes that I think make good sense. I don't know if I need that one now. It's pretty small though. I'm going to download it to go with the other one. Plus it is fun to have those spells. The map, I'm definitely going to have my map. I really love this map. I don't know what they were thinking when they made the original Skyrim map. When I try to help my wife out on the 360 and I see that original map, I'm like, I don't even know what to say. It's so bad. And I really feel sorry for her, because they would have been much better just to put the old Oblivion map up and go with that. So free crafting, I want to keep this because I like this. The goodies chest and spawn any NPC, I want to keep that. That keeps my options open. You know, the funny thing is I haven't tried Namira for Good Guys yet. So I'm going to wait on that. I mean, I'll probably still pick it up, but I'm going to wait. Definitely want this. I like for Crom and everybody to look tough. I think I'm going to keep the female mannequins, unless something... You know what? Do I need that, though? Well, it's not a big deal. I'm just going to keep it for now. It's so tiny. Yeah, I'll just keep it. Dawn Guard starts at level 40. We're going to keep that. Yep. Because I like that to start late. I'm going to keep my Dragon Carved armor because I really like that. I'm going to keep the Valerica makeover because that's the best for her, I've found. I will keep my superhuman jumping because I like it. This is not a big mod, but the mannequins don't really stay dressed, and they kind of act up. I don't mind that they move around. You can get a mod to stop them from moving. I really don't care if they move. It's just that when I go to the trouble of putting, like outfits on them, and then I come back and they're all unoutfitted, it's kind of annoying. So I'm not sure. I'll think about that. Same for Boethia. I've not done it yet. I still think I want those two quests, Boethia and Namira for good guys. I still think I do. I should just go ahead and download it. They're both pretty small, and I'm sure that I do. One of the good guy quests that did not work for me was like the House of Horrors or something like that. I don't know why, but I couldn't get that to work at all like it was supposed to. So it was a new game and everything, but it just didn't work out. So I ended up dropping that one. This is good. I'm considering it and the Genesis mods. They will probably still be in my core game, but I'm trying to think this through. I'm not going to keep everything, I don't think, that I had before, but you're going to see that I probably still keep 80-90% of it because it's the things I like. I'm probably going to use that, even though I haven't hit cutting room floor yet. It's probably going to fuss at me. I'm going to keep the invisible helmets because I like to have that option. I'm going to keep Elizabeth's Tower. I'm going to keep Easier Riders Dungeon Pack. We're going to keep the Dynamically Disable. I'm going to keep the Ashara Merchants, because these are the best merchants. The other merchants thing I have is good too, but this is really the best. Crafting supplies. Do I need all of that? I'm starting to think I really get the same things out of the cheat room. I really don't think I need this. I mean, it's certainly convenient, though, the way they put these chests out there. And it's not a very big mod. I'm going to download it. I'll just keep it. It's a good one. Natural Eyes, I will keep that because I like those. Forgotten Dungeons, definitely going to keep that. Yep. Magical College of Winterhold, definitely going to keep that. That, for its size, it is a great little mod. It's just really makes it pretty. Cheat Room, definitely going to keep Cheat Room. The Stones quest marker, if you like to do this quest or if you just want to find all of these, this is the way to go, in my opinion. Better Mail presets, I'll keep that. I'm probably not going to download KS Hairdo's Lot. I'm going to go through and see what I need to do with all my people, but I'm probably not going to do that. Merchants and Inns. It's still good to have these extra merchants. So I'm trying to think. Though, if I really need these merchants, if I have the other merchants. Because these merchants, I really don't look for these as much. I look for Xenia, that merchant, the most. You can find her in most of the inns, and at the inn, she does have a lot of money, that's true. And she does train you and stuff. And Bjorn, let's see, he sells all the skill books, alchemy ingredients, and metal ingots. Also, all of the ingredients available in all three. Okay, so I really think that's probably the better of the merchants. I think I'm going to let the other merchants one slide. I don't think I need two mods that do that similar thing. We'll see. If I need them, I'll keep them. I'll come back and get them. This, I'll download it. I'm going to purposely disable it. We'll just use it as needed. This, I'm going to keep. Very small mod, gives all the merchants 10,000 gold. It's great. The code room floor, I'm going to put this in because I keep that. Oh, well. Oh, it's just fussing at me because this isn't downloaded. Excuse me, I'm going to download that now. The Parthenax Dilemma, I'm going to download that because I don't want that dilemma. And I'm going to download Alternate Start because you need Alternate Start. Some of these others that I did not download, I'm going to unfavorite them. I can always find them if I want to. Unless they go away. If they go away, that's life. I'll have to deal with that. I lost a couple of mods that I can't replace. I can replace them with some other mods that do similar, I guess. But I haven't tested them, so we're going to be testing that if we can get all this downloaded. I don't know how long all this is going to take, so we're just going to keep moving and do the best we can. Merchants and ends, I'm going to unfavor that. I'm probably not going to download that again. KS Hairdo's Light. I cannot speak. I'm just going to unfavorite that. If I need it, I can find it again. I'm probably going to keep... I think I'm going to keep the populated and the Genesis dungeon mods. The Your Home mod, I'm still on the fence about that. I've liked it. It's a good home. It has everything. I should keep it because it does have everything, and I've kind of gotten used to it, and it's close to Riverwood, so it's in a pretty central location. So I'm going to keep it. Let's see, what else? What else did I decide to wait on and reevaluate? So the Genesis mods, I think I'm going to keep those as well. They're small, but they do a good job for me. Free camera, you know, if I decide I want that back, I can get it. But right now, I'm just going to let free camera go. I haven't fully made up my mind about everything else. But I think I'm going to stick with these. I like these. Which means I may just go back to the Seraphim body, I guess. I'm undecided on that. I shouldn't need this patch because I'm not planning on using the KS Hairdos. Yeah. So I'm going to unfavorite that. We can always go get it if we need it for some reason. I guess I'm going to keep these dungeons too. They're not too big, and I do enjoy having the extra dungeons. I'm going to keep the surface spawns. Blah, can't talk. There's a reason most of these are in my favorites. Now, Gray's Forest, I'm going to unfavorite for now. Because I'm really thinking maybe I will go and try to do Dark Ages. I'm not sure. Missives, I like the little Radiant quests and stuff. So I'm trying to decide. It's not too big. A total of 210 Radiant quests. That's not too bad. Courier quests. Yeah. So I'm going to keep it. Return to Skull Dolphin. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. That's part. These are little convenience or otherwise fun items that I don't necessarily want to get rid of. Probably not going to use the not angry with friendly fire anymore. It didn't work very well anyway. That armor set, I don't know if I'm going to keep that or not. This is a nice armor set. It might be worth the space. So it comes in blue and red, and both are pretty decent. The Viking armors are really nice, but I don't know if I'm going to download that again right now. I think I can do other things, and Sif will be just as good. Skyhud, I'm going to keep Skyhud. And I think I'm going to re-favorite. I'm going to favorite it because it was not in my favorites for some reason. This also is one of my favorite little outfits, though I don't use the kitty helmet mask like he does in his pictures. But I think the I also do not do the posing, but I think the idea of the piratey look is pretty cool, and I kind of like it, and I usually keep this one, so I'm going to keep it. Alright, so I'm going to keep this too, because I wasn't having any trouble using it. Alright, so the less red, I'm going to put this back. I was not 100% sure I could see a big difference, but it could be that, that the difference is actually there. Now these are some interesting armors in and of themselves. They're not my favorites though. How big is that? I've had Daisy wearing that for the longest time. And I do have the black version too. It's not very big. I think we're going to keep this for Daisy. That's okay. I already got that. I had one of my people wearing this. I was kind of thinking of her as an assassin type. Where are we at space-wise? Let me see. So we still have plenty of space. I've not arranged anything, so none of this... Whoa! The unofficial patch moved itself to the top. Good. Good, good, good. Other than that, nothing is probably in the correct order. I'll have to work that out. So, okay, but we're looking okay here. I think I'm going to keep this because I was using this for my one dark elf. She was being really sneaky, and it's a nice outfit. Alright, now these, I'm definitely going to keep the no generics. There really isn't a doubt here. I'm going to keep all these. They'll take a moment to download all of them. I like the Blades of Light armor. It's not very big. I don't know if I'm going to keep it though. I really do like it though. Yeah. Okay, so probably waiting on this one. This is the big one, yep. I do like having the blades light armor. I mean, it's very nice. It's not too... It's got a different style. It's very cool. If I would work it right and have my person wear blades armor and then have my follower wear blades armor, it would really look the best. I'm going to download it. We're going to keep this as part of our game. Alright, so this is just an idle animation just to calm down the twirling that will occur otherwise. Discovered map marker. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. I want to keep this because this puts the map markers on my map for me. Is this the no friendly fire? This is amazing follower tweaks. I think that's the no friendly fire. So if you had multiple followers, this would be a good one to have. So I'm going to download that. Then we have judgment winches. Oh, the queue is full. Okay, we'll have to wait. Let's go back. It's probably the big bandit replacer. Yep, we'll just have to wait. Oh, maybe it's done. It is done. Good. Alright, so the rest of these will move pretty fast now. Okay, so... Yep, like I said, they move pretty quickly. Okay, so judgment winches. I'll do all the winches ones. It's a little out of order downloading it here before immersive winches, but it'll be okay. Forgotten winches, we'll download that. Drop all the quest items. I'm going to keep that. It works pretty good. Hateful winches. Got to download that. We've got that. Deadly winches. We'll need that. Nocturnal's close. I want to keep that as an option. Let's let it finish downloading some of those. I want to keep that as an option. Oh, depends on... Yeah, I'm going to get that every time because I don't have immersive winches downloaded yet. Oh no, you're fussing at me. It's okay that you fuss at me. Seriously. I want to have the option of having those in the game. If I have a follower, I want to put them on. My followers are always like healers, and there could be a time where that would be really handy to have. Just to make it more immersive. Which I always say that as a joke, because I'm really not being very immersive, I'm sure. Okay, so... Now I don't have, the one thing I don't have is I don't have a body mesh. I don't have the NPC replacer. I feel like there's things that are missing here. So I'll definitely have to decide what I want to do about that. So let's see if immersive winches... Oops, I think it just probably finished. Yep, whenever it freezes like that, that usually means it's done with a download and it's, you know, filling in that space. Let's just make sure, because it was at the bottom or the back end of this. Okay, so that's good. Alright, so let's look. How much space do I have? I still have 3.5 gig. Okay, so I still have plenty of room for an armor mod and a body mesh, even if I don't know which ones I want yet. Okay, So let's start here. And what I usually like at the top are things where I'm basically changing either quests. Like the first little section is more like I'm changing quests. And the second section is usually where I'm changing something in the game. And then I usually do weather. So I'm just trying to get an idea. And then somewhere after that I will do the armor pieces. This is game changing. Because I'm changing. Is that game changing? Yeah, because I'm adding this to the blacksmithing, so it's kind of game changing. It's not really adding stuff to the game though. Craftable clothing. This is another game changing item. Dress for bed again. Just changes the game a little bit. Okay, so this is more going to be down in my this is more for my character. I already know that these have to be low, so I'm not going to put that there. This is sort of a game-changing thing, or maybe this is more of an add to the game. Still, it doesn't affect any quest. I think it's okay being there. We'll figure this out. It does add something to the game, though. Maybe I should have more of a unique place for those. Yeah, where we're adding some stuff to the game. Okay. Alright, so Usgard is almost like a patch. This is going to be like my presets. This is going to be armor. So this can go up here. Above Thor's hammer. More armor. We'll gradually build this out. It'll start looking like something. This is... I found that this only works if I treat it as a patch and keep it close to the bottom. It doesn't really work otherwise. This, because it's a texture, I'm keeping textures after my body. Okay, this is a sky slash kind of weather mod. Kinda. It's kind of hard to explain. This is part of Amazing Follower Tweaks, where I'm kind of adding something to the game. I don't know if it should be up here. You know what? Maybe both of those should be up here. I'm kind of adding something to the game, but I'm also kind of making a change to some gameplay items. So you know what? We're just going to move this up here. Though you could say this tailor's measure, I mean, you could almost put it down in the armor, but it does add stuff to the game as well. It's kind of a hard choice. Some things are like that. Some things seem a little gray. Okay, we'll need this in our body stuff. Okay. Amazing follower tweaks needs to go up with the game-changing items. Now this really does add something to the game. You know what? Maybe this and the tailor's measure does belong together. This really does add something to the game. Let me see. So does the tailor's measure. I'm going to bring it down to be with that. These are additions. We're going to say these are additions to the game. Now, technically, these are changing the game in ways. Is that the best way to say that? I don't know if that's the best way to say it. Anyway. You can understand I'm trying to make logical decisions here. This is, I put this with like the weather stuff because it's, with the sky and the weather because it impacts the appearance of your game. It's more of an appearance thing than anything else. It's not truly a weather mod or a sky mod, but it does affect such things. Is that a good way to say it? I hope that's a good way to say it. So this is actually changing the dragons. This really does change the dragons. So it's pretty significant. I usually keep it up pretty high. I don't think I'm going to change that right this second. We'll see. We'll see if there's an issue with that. Okay, this can go with the other armor mods. This really just adds, it really only adds, I put it with the armor mods, it really just adds them to the blacksmith, and I think these armors really already exist in the game. But I put it here, it works, and it's small, so it kind of makes sense to me. Now this is a change to a place in the game. So I consider this a place edit. And I'm going to put it there. And like when we add places, I'll put them under that. I think. Okay, so this is call armies. This adds another little thing to the game. Yeah, and this is the first one, so I'm going to put it above the second one. Plus, it's a little bigger, and I like to do things by size also. But it is the first one, so I would do that anyway. Now, I usually keep my map right below my textures, because I found that just putting it there, it works really well. You could say this is a game-changing thing. I could move it up. I don't know if that would be better or not. Let me read and see if it says. That it needs to be low. Best when coupled with clear maps, guys. Doesn't really say. I've been keeping it, though, below my textures. I suppose I could put it above. There was one weird mod that said it would hinder this mod, though, so that's why I was keeping it kind of low. I haven't had any trouble with it being low. I could move it up here, but I don't see a good reason to. For some reason, I started keeping it low under my textures, so I'm just going to keep it there. Free crafting, this changes. This is a little bit of a game change that I like. It just allows you to craft all the vanilla stuff for free, so you don't need anything to craft those things. So it's a very nice little change. Alright, here's another little chest of things, which can go with like around the call armies, because it's just something being added to the game. Okay, this is part of my character. So, put that up here. So I do have the guy's body picked out at least. That's good. The female mannequins. Now this is changing the female mannequins. So it's kind of a game change again. Let me check something though. This will change any mod home. That is your standard. Body like you've installed. Okay. Alright, so I didn't see any reason why it couldn't be. It could be, I guess, down here with the body stuff. But I don't know. Why couldn't it be? I had been keeping it low. I think I had to keep it low. I think I was playing, keeping it low like it's a patch. I think that's the key. Yeah, I think I had to do that for some reason. Now this is a Dawn Guard change. It's pretty small. It's like kind of like a little quest change of its own. Okay, this is the Dragon Carved Armor. I try to get all this situated in logical groups. It doesn't work out for me. Okay, Valerica, I usually keep that here with Uthgard. Superhuman jumping, I have been treating that as a patch as well, and just keeping it low. I don't think it really matters that much. This is a game change. I guess what I consider a game, that's more of a, it's kind of a quest game change. You know what I mean? It kind of changes your quest or slows down certain quests from occurring, or it's, again, it can be a gray area, but okay, so, and I might move a few of these around later. Where's the cutting room floor? Because I need to move that up. Because cutting room floor, like this, can go at the bottom. This can just go all the way to the bottom. Just take it to the bottom. Boom. Good. Doesn't even have to be turned on. I just keep it there for use. I was going to try to find the cutting room floor and move that up. Knowing me, I might fly right by it because I'm just maybe not being patient enough. Oh, here we go. So let's move this up to the top because this definitely changes the game, fixes some things. Or maybe not fixes, adds things in. Some things that were not implemented, etc., etc. So, okay, so we're going to put that there. Then we're going to go back down. You notice we're getting some stuff in order now, and it's taking me a little longer to move around. Now this, I'm going to put this in the game changes because it affects that little spell. It's not even that far down from the cutting room floor, but it changes that spell for us, so. It's not technically a quest change, though. Oh, that's right, it's really not. See, this does affect some quests. This really doesn't affect quests. Let's move this down into this realm. There. It'll be down here in this realm. It just changes that one spell, so it won't be a big deal. I don't even think it matters that much where it is. It'll probably be fine. I just went too far, way too fast. Just flew right by. Okay. So, invisible helmets, I've been treating that like a patch because if you have it too high up, it doesn't work with everything. I still occasionally see issues with it. I keep that low because it says to keep it low. Alright, so this is adding dungeons to the world. So we're adding something to the world. So, now the question is, do we want... I've kind of forgotten. I've been putting replacers, which I consider replacer, ahead of new items. So I'm going to keep that theme. We're just going to keep riding that out. See how we do. Oops, went too far, too fast again. Okay, this, I'm going to put this up near the appearance, weather mods. It's not very big, so it's going to be the last one here. Technically, I could put this here, I guess, in group. I don't think it matters that much. Unless I see some conflict or some reason. Okay, this is adding people to the game. Do I have anything else that adds people to the game? Oh, not yet. Oh. Well, I think I've been doing that after my armor. I think I've been doing my armor mods and then adding people to the game. and doing replacers and stuff up there. We'll see how this goes. Crafting supplies. Now this is adding some stuff to the game. Kind of like these chests. It adds things like this to the game. Okay. It's actually a pretty simple add. Okay, this goes with our body stuff. It's actually a little bigger than some of the other things. We'll put it here for now. Might have to rearrange this stuff a little bit. We'll see. This is adding more dungeons to the game, so we're looking for easier. Oops, I went right past it. Okay, this edits or changes, replaces the Magical College of Winterhold, which I'm going to put it there. I have this thing, I try to do replacers before I do adds. I don't know if it really matters, but we'll see. And now I'm really getting hungry, so I may have to stop and go get lunch. Plus, I got to figure out my next move. There's some other mods I'm going to have to do. I need to choose a body mesh. I need to... Cheat Room is basically adding a room to the game. Kind of a magic room, but still. Yeah, I'm going to have to get something to eat, and I got to figure out what my next step is going to be on the body mesh, and if an armor thing, and if I'm going to do maybe the Beauty of Skyrim NPC replacer, and then if I have room, do I want to do Dark Ages? Do I want to do graphics pack? Just something fun, you know. We'll see. This adds bridges to the game. It also actually replaces bridges. I guess I should treat it more as a replacer since it does replace bridges. And I like the bridges. I find the bridges to be good. This is a patch. That is all this is. This is a patch. It needs to be kept low. You know what? It can be under the invisible helmets. That'll be fine. This adds quest markers and stuff, so I consider it to be kind of a quest change. And I don't consider it to be a bad one at all. Does it say it has to go anywhere else? I couldn't remember if that's... Did I always keep it this high? Okay, so it should be okay, I think. I've used it once successfully and it was fine. So hopefully I'm not messing anything up. So this will go up here with my what I consider my character appearance mods. Oh, it's pretty small, that's right. The male presets are very few. But I like the way they look. Now this, I have to keep this low and treat it like a patch because otherwise some merchants won't get that. Parthen access has to go up to the top because it affects quests and things. Okay, I usually keep it there. I'm not an expert, but I thought anybody who was interested, this is just what I do. This is how I arrange it. Other people might look at this like they have their own way of doing things, and they would say that what I'm doing is wrong or stupid. That's fine. I've just had to figure it out and research and do the best I can. So, you know, it's either right or wrong, whatever. Oh wait, this has to be low. I'm sorry. This has to be low. It's like I consider it like one of my first patches. It's pretty big for a patch, but but it does a lot for you, so it's worth keeping it low. Okay, populated. This is adding people to the game, kind of like the merchants. Much smaller, but still it adds people to the game. This adds a home to the game, so it adds a place like the dungeons. I just logically try to make things group. I've gone too far. Rats. That quickly. It's small. A home doesn't have to be real big. It's another reason I like that mod. Some home mods are pretty large. I'm like, wow. Okay, this adds people to the game again. Oh, okay, so this goes back to our appearance mods up here. That's fine. Might have to rearrange some of that stuff. This is a little dungeon. So I can go up here with our dungeons. And other things like that. And cheat room is bigger than both of these. I don't know why that happened that way. Just an accident, I suppose. I'm always trying to keep things in a certain order. It's another dungeon here. Oh, this one's small. Okay. Okay, so where are we at? Oh, this is another of the Genesis mods. These are all good little mods. I would not complain about any of those. I just have to manage my game properly and not try to overdo it. It's nobody's fault but my own when I mess it up. This adds quests, and I like to put it up near the top with some of the other additions to the game. Oh wait, it's more than that. It's that. There. Because these are either additions or change. Well, I guess it depends on how you look at that, isn't it? These are mostly changes, aren't they? And then I have that, and then I have these additions. What was that? Missives? Well, it does add quests, though. It does. And it adds those boards. Let's put it here. For now. I might move it back up, but we'll see. Again, kind of a gray area. It does add some quests. It does add some boards to your towns where you can pick up the quests. This really just changes. It doesn't really change a quest so much as it just changes a map marker. But I put it up high because it's still kind of map quest related. I could put it. Where else could I put it? Can I put it down here in this? I could put it down in this. Put it there. It just changes something. It doesn't really change the quest. Yeah, I'm going to keep it there. Is that the best? Oh, I don't know. Let it go. I'll let it go. Just leave it there. It'll probably be fine. I've never had any trouble with it. Alright, so here's armor. So I'm trying not to keep as much armor and stuff. I still have some that I really like, though, that I'm going to keep. But I'm trying to keep it. Now, this changes the HUD. I'm not exactly sure in my mind where HUD changes should go. But I was going to put it up here in this stuff. Replacement for the HUD. Okay, and it doesn't really mention a specific load order, so I'm going to put it there. If it gives me any issues, then we'll figure that out later. It's not a very big mod, though. So. Okay, this is an armor mod, technically. Alright. This goes up to my character. I believe this mod is incompatible. Use one or the other. It might be possible to install R246 concept over this mod and get the benefit of the new Nord preset while having access to the others. Okay, I think that's how you do it. This one has to be first, and then that one overwrites the Nord stuff, but it allows you to have access to all the others that aren't Nords and keep the Nord ones. So, because I don't always play a Nord, I like to have the option of playing a Nord, but I don't just play Nords. Maybe it's... Oh, did I go too far? I think I did. I think that may be what some people do. I don't know. Yeah, I seriously don't know. Okay. So, alright. Let's go here with that. I think that was okay previously. This is a little armor mod, technically. Not much armor to it, but okay. It's a little outfit at least. There's this. I still kept a few more than I probably intended to. But it's hard to give up everything. I'm used to having a lot of these in my game. Okay, so this one actually has to be, because of the load order that you need this in, this really has to be higher. It's kind of a replacer type of mod, and it kind of changes things in the game, so it really needs to be pretty high. So I was putting it pretty high up into game-changing stuff. The reason being that seemed to work. Having it up here, then it's well above all those other things. And then I just need to get everything else in order, because it's you're kind of replacing NPCs. This is kind of NPC replacing the no generic stuff. Because you're changing males into females and stuff. So, because of that, I'm going to put that here. It's going to be my replacers for NPCs are going to go there. Here we have Forsworn. Okay, Forsworn to be there. Pardon me, gotta have some coffee. My coffee was really hot to start with, but it's really, really a lot cooler now. Anyway, that's alright. Now just remember, if you use the ravens, no more hag ravens, that it probably will mess up your companion's quest. So if you like to do the companion's quest line, you may not even want to use that mod at all. So, or you could always turn it on after you're done with the companion's quest line if you do that type of thing. I would never remember to do that, so I just decided to use it, and I'm really not that impressed with the companion's quest line, so I can live without it. me. So let's see. So that's bandits, forsworn, hag ravens. We did the vampires up there. That's the giants. Okay, so doing good. Alright, this, I treat this kind of as a patch too, because it's just replacing idols. So I usually just keep it down here. I could put it up with my character stuff. Let me see where it would fit though. I could put it in, but it would look weird sitting above my Better Mail presets, but I guess I could put it there. Oh, it's just an idle. It's really not a big deal. It's a little just to calm down that other animation. This is a change to discover map markers, and I'm going to move it up to other game changes. I don't think this is a problem. If it becomes a problem, I will move it. But these are other game changes that are up here. It's not really quest related. Okay, I went right past that. Okay. Oh, I did keep the blades light armor. Okay. Well, I do like that. I've always liked that armor. So, we'll keep it. Let's see. There. Unfortunately, since I lost a couple of mods, the mods I lost, that follower I had that looked like Nocturnal, that stylized version of Nocturnal that I really liked, that's gone. There's nothing I can do to get that back. Because the mod that created that NPC to look like that is gone. So, it's just life. Let's see. This is Amazing Follower Tweaks. As long as everything else is up here, it'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. It just needs to be behind. Needs to come after Amazing Follower Tweaks. Another game-changing thing. Okay, so this, again, I keep this low because it's kind of like a patch, and I don't think it will work if I move it way up high. I may be wrong, but some of the other mods may change the status of something, and then I would not be able to drop it or get rid of it if I so decided. Okay, this goes with the armor stuff, even though it's really just that one set of clothes. It's very small. Okay. Okay, so now we're getting to the winches, and now this adds people to the game. So I'm going to put this under my replacers. Yeah, I'm going to put it with the merchants. I got to get the immersive winches up there though too. Hateful. I only use these because they add a certain difficulty to the game. I could remove them. The dungeons would be a lot easier. I'm not sure if that would really be an improvement for my game, though. I kind of like the way it does. Alright, so, okay, so this is bigger than Forgotten. Okay, so now we should be ready. Oh, we're almost done with this first round of stuff. How nice. Of course, I don't have any body mesh or anything like that in, but that's okay. Okay, so that's what I consider to be the absolute core game for me, except I don't have a body mesh here at all, and I don't have an armor replacer. But all that stuff can come and go and change. But these things, all of these things, I like to keep and have every game. The Sky HUD is kind of new. Some of these things are kind of new, actually. Even this discovered map marker. But But this is a good start and a good place to stop. I've got to check out. Well, there goes my alarm. It's time for me to move on anyway. And I've got to check out what I'm going to do from here. And I'll try to get that situated. And maybe I can get on later and go over that. But right now, I'm going to have to stop and let this, just let the system do its thing, I guess. So anyway, I'm going to let that reload. And sorry it's been so dull and boring, but that's what I had to do. I had to rebuild that. I don't know if that showed you anything or if that was in any way helpful to you. Maybe it will be. We'll see. I may have to tweak my load order if I find that I've accidentally created problems. I've tried to do it from memory as best I can. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.